Hey, this is Ann with Social Media for Churches. I have been a pastor in the Peace USA for 20 years. I have been doing social media for about 10 of those years, I think a little more than 10 of those years. So I know how effective social media can be for ministry. And I'm going to give you 5 reasons why your church should be actively engaged in social media ministry. And by actively engaged, I mean beyond posting your sermons on Facebook or using Facebook as like a bulletin board of church events. So actively engaged in creating community on social media, why you should be. So number 1, if we're serious about taking the call of Jesus Christ to go make disciples of all people, we have to use social media. It is our best tool right now to share the good news of the gospel with people beyond our walls, with people who don't put their butts in our pews every Sunday. And in fact, almost no one is putting their butts in our pews every Sunday. The average church attender goes about twice a month. And those are people who will say in polls that they are actively involved in a church, people that go twice a month. So how are you connecting with those people when they are not putting their butts in your pews? So number 1, we are fulfilling our call to share the good news with the people who've been in our doors and the people who haven't. Number 2, while it should never be used as only a bulletin board, it is a great way to share what's going on in the church beyond the people who pick up a bulletin or hear the announcements on Sunday morning. It's a great way to share what's happening, not only, of course, Sunday morning worship, but you may be surprised to know that there are a lot of people out there who think that's all churches do. Churches come and worship on Sunday. They don't know about your mission efforts. They don't know about your fellowship activities. A lot of people, remember how many people now are not churched, don't know everything that goes down at a church. And by using social media, you can let them know. Number 3, you equip all of your members and friends to be able to engage in super easy evangelism. How easy is it to share that event that's coming up in church, to share that quote from the sermon, to share something that they are excited about in the life of the church, and all they gotta do is push a button and share it on their page or on their story. So you are equipping your people to be evangelists. You are giving them the material they need to go out and also share the good news. Number 4, the idea that people are gonna come and worship at church on Sunday morning, and that is the way we will be the church, no longer serves us. It actually hasn't served us for a very long time, but the pandemic made us see that. And contrary to some belief that if you continue to be online, people won't come and put their butts in your pews in person, that is actually not true. Churches that discontinued their online offerings have found not that people have come back, but that they have just disappeared. Whereas churches who have continued to be active online, to cultivate their social media communities, have found not only have some of those people come on back, but they have also attracted new people. Some of those people come through the doors. Some of those people will never come through your doors, but become an active part of your faith community through social media. So yeah, online community can be real community. And this is from somebody who loves in-person community. That is my thing, gathering in community, worshiping in community. But to say that real community can't be created online, that's just not true, y'all. It really can. And if you are not doing that, you are missing out on ways to cultivate community for your church and your ministry. So number 5 is kind of a surprise benefit. I find that churches that actively engage in social media ministry, who use it to share the good news of the gospel, to share what's going on at church, to actively engage with people in their community, it helps them clarify their overall ministry. As they start engaging and talking with people who haven't been at the church for 30 years, they start to think about why they do the things they do. And sometimes they are reminded of why they do it, and it just re-energizes them and reinvigorates, because something they've gotten in the habit of doing, they realize it's really important. And it reminds them why they do it and why it's so important. Other times they'll realize that, you know what, we've been doing this and this doesn't really serve anybody, but we've just it's the classic, we've always done it that way. But nobody's even really thought about it for a while. So you will find when you start engaging with more people on social media, through your social media ministry, things about your overall ministry will be clarified and it will grow and get better. It's really kind of a unexpected bonus that I have seen happen in churches where they have begun to actively engage in social media ministry. Those are my top 5 reasons why you should be engaged in social media ministry. Look for a few more videos on how you make it happen, what you can do, and how it is feasible, even if you think your church is too small and you don't have time and you don't have the money. I promise you got all those things.